Lena, I've been hearing this lately, especially from women who have been, I see them as a very high performing women, that they're really tired of the so-called efforting. So when it speak about efforting, we are tired of pushing harder, hustling, chasing one goal after another. And what they've mentioned to me and what I think I've noticed too is that uh, a lot of them say that in the past it worked for them. Whatever they were doing, it worked for them. But now it feels that the more that they push, the less that they get. So what do you think is happening here, Lena? Does it make sense that what used to work for us is suddenly not working, falling flat?
Yeah, it's a great question. I know so many people are experiencing right now. And actually, what is going on is a collapse of the old identity, where the version of you that you've built on efforts or needing to prove, needing to perform, needing to hold everything together, that version is collapsing. And the next version hasn't yet emerged. And this is why the strategies, those tools that belong to this older identity that's got us to a certain level in our lives, they're no longer working because who we are becoming is no longer matched to who we were. And our body and our nervous system, they feel it first. Usually it's showing up as tension, restlessness, frustration, disconnection, unease. Like in your body, you will feel it in your jaws, like you're clenching jaws, or maybe in a neck, stiff neck, many different kind of ways how your body can communicate to you this. And what I also see is that because the mind doesn't understand what's happening, it goes like, well, hang on a second. I used to do this, that worked. And I know in the past, if I doubled up my effort, if I put longer hours, that also worked. I would get results. Or if I went on holidays and I had time off, I come back fresh and I get clarity and I get motivation, I get energy. So, like, what's going on, right? The mind can't make sense of it. So, it keeps telling us to do more of that, to either push harder, double down on our efforts, distract ourselves, to do that retail therapy. But it doesn't work anymore. Or even if it does, not for long. The reason why it doesn't work, because who you are at your core hasn't changed. Your habits, your beliefs, your patterns, they are still running your version. They're still running the show. And until these things change internally, nothing externally will change. Nothing out there can solve this, what we're feeling, because this is the misalignment between who you think you are and who you truly are. And if whoever is listening to this, understanding what I'm saying, and if that's what you're going through, then it's a good thing. It means that you are ready. You're ready to let go of everything that's not you. You're ready to let go of this expectations of needing to perform, of the pressure, of the neediness to explain yourself, to make excuses why you even exist. And you're ready to step into your full, authentic self unapologetically. So that's what's going on. To really answer your questions with so much information is just an identity collapse.
Yeah, so you've described it so well that I can relate to it. What can we do then if we are in that particular situation? We're experiencing those kind of situations right now, physical manifestation, again, emotional and psychological thing. It comes up, right? So what can we do?
So there are many things we can do. Depending is how ready are you to truly transform your life? How tired are you of repeating the same fixes and getting exactly the same outcomes? If you are tired of that, then it's got to be the inner shifts that one is willing to make to examine their beliefs, their thoughts, their mindset, their emotional landscape, because it's like your entire inner world is recalibrating to this new identity. And being in the environments where you have always been is not going to get you there. All you're going to end up feeling is that disconnect, is that, because you have well, we are product of our environment. So we stay in the same environment without stepping away. Even if you read all of the self-help books, the best self-help books in the world, and listen to this motivational podcast, nothing is going to shift. you need to change your environment. You've got to get out of where you are now and find maybe a supportive group or a community, or go what we are doing and joining some sort of a retreat, even for a few days. And that's personally what I did. And I know many, many people do the same kind of work, where 7 years ago, I removed myself from my environment for 7 solid days. I went to Dr. Joe Dispenza. I think you're familiar with him. And I lived there. I breathed the work. I did work on myself. And that's when I started noticing the changes. And that's what I believe is required, is to take ourselves and put into a different environment with people who are on this journey, who understand you. Because, we've got friends, we've got family, we've got people who love us, but even with the best intentions, sometimes they don't get us. They're like, why are you worried? Like, what's going on? You've got a good job, you've got money, you've got everything, everything you ever physically, materially desire. They don't get that. So that's why trying to figure this out with the logic in an environment where you are immersed every single day is just not going to work. So yeah, removing yourself and putting into yourself environments. And this is why I'm so excited we're having this conversation, because we want to create this change for women who are tired of performing, who are tired of holding it together, who feeling the disconnect, who know they're capable, that they're meant for more, but they don't know how to step into it. And this retreat that we're putting together in Greece, I believe that's what every woman needs.
I totally agree. That's why I reached out to you so we can have this reset. So I heard from you what really needs a reset in the right environment, right?
Correct.
So, and I was just recently in Greece, and that's one of the things that maybe we can talk about later. Have that conversation why we chose Greece. But at this time, if they wanted to get more information about what we have been planning, what we have organized for them, for those of the people, the women who we have just described and who can relate and resonate with what you have shared with us earlier, they can reach to us. Actually, you have a YouTube channel, right? They can binge
Yeah.
watch your videos
Yeah, so
there.
we're going to leave a link to the retreats underneath the video. And
Yes.
we're also going to do a series of these little videos to show you the transformation that you're going to get by going into this retreats. Because, as I said, you can keep on investing or spending money into breaks, into holidays. But when you come back, the same person who's left, nothing in your life is going to change. And this retreat is a reset of your mind, your body, your soul, to reconnect to your values, to yourself, to remember who you truly are, and to stop performing and start leading your life and start creating your life from the place of alignments rather than a place from need to prove yourself and needing for approval, which is a lot of women living like that.
See you again in our next conversation, Lena. And yeah, we'll put a link below where they can reach us and get more information.
See you in the next video.
See ya.